Bienvenidos, aloha, welcome in to TarTV. Alex Crawford with you here, and our Wednesday afternoon soccer match is underway between the Sailors and the Vikings. Newport Harbor with possession just across midfield. Sailors coming into today, trying to ignite a two-game win streak against the Marina Vikings, a team that's had a tough go of it in Sunset Conference play, in Wave League play, and in play all around this season. The Vikings 1-12 on the year, just one lonely win, one lonely tally in the win column for them this season. Sailors coming in 7-4-2, and more importantly, 5-2 in Surf League. So with 3 games remaining on the schedule today, then Monday versus the Laguna Beach Breakers at home, and finishing up the season on the road down in Surf City against the Oilers on Wednesday. 3 games left on the schedule for the Sailors. It would take quite a drastic drop for them to not qualify for the CIF Southern Section D1 postseason. Things looking good for them to make the postseason, although their draw in the postseason could be tough. As almost a good look there by Marina. Breaking free was Adrian Arredondo. He was offside, so it'll be a free kick here for the Sailors. But Sailors looking good, talking to head coach Nacho Sid before the game, saying things are looking good for the postseason. But Newport Harbor's got to take care of business today. The Vikings are 1-12, but you never know when 2 Sunset Conference teams go head-to-head here on the pitch. That pass down the far touchline is picked off and booted out of bounds by Marina. Last touch there by Damian Mendoza, the junior. Sailors going to get a throw in. Some new starters out there for the Sailors this afternoon. The back line right now for Newport Harbor: Ryan Harner, Tony Manriquez, Miles Franey, and Tyler Kelly. From the near side of the field to the far side. In the middle of the field, that's Nico Del Villar. Now over to Caceres. He'll cross midfield with it, get it ahead to Vasquez. Sailors in the home navies. Vikings in their road white kits. And as I said, it's been tough sledding for the Vikings this season. Just 1 win, 12 losses. And if you look at the points for, points against, the goals for, goals given up, but quite a differential there. 6 goals for the Vikings this season, 39 scored against them. And the Sailors have been on an offensive tear with 5 goals in their last 2 games. So look for them to get a spark that'll ignite a flame here on attack this afternoon. And it's Marina with possession, booting it up towards midfield. Oh, a nice pass there. Mendoza brings it up for the Vikings. Ahead on the far touchline, no offsides. A good look here on attack. Manriquez disrupts that. A nice challenge there by the sophomore, number 20, Tony Manriquez, and possession coming for the Sailors. Early in this game, beautiful day for football at Davidson Field. As we're deep into spring, a warm afternoon. The lightest of breezes blowing. And I'm sitting in the shade up here at the Roger Carlson press box, so a nice place to be. A little warmer down there on the pitch. Sailors trying to gain possession just across midfield. Booted out of bounds, last touch by Marina. Cooper Livingston kicks that one out. And a throw-in coming for the Sailors. Marina with possession just across midfield. And that one's intercepted, disrupted by Nate Simmons. Marina gets it back. There's a lot of Navy jerseys in the vicinity. Sailors keep getting a touch and then getting it taken away. This time, some extended possession for Brian Rodas, who brings it up, has his pocket picked. Back onto the feet of Sam May for Marina. A lot of 50-50 balls around midfield here, right in front of the Vikings bench. Oh, it's chipped ahead. Manriquez tracking it down back to Brian Alvarez, and he'll boot it away with a right leg. Up towards midfield. Vasquez can't get his head on it. And Marina's Tyler Hyde will track it down. Just to the right of the Sailors bench, he throws it into Livingston. Long range shot by Livingston, too strong, out of bounds. It goes. Possession Newport Harbor. Nate Simmons will chase that down on the gray track at Davidson Field and get ready to throw it in just a few minutes into this game. Sailors' last game was on Monday, a 2-0 win over the Edison Chargers at Edison on senior night. So talk about spoiling a party. A big win, a great result for the Sailors. Vasquez back to Harner. A nice challenge there by Marina. Kicked ahead by Manriquez. Vasquez dancing. Trio of white shirt defenders trying to pick Vasquez's pocket. And Caceres comes up with it. Oh, nice look ahead to Vasquez. Turning on the Jets on the touch line. Can't keep it in. Marina sniffs that one out. And boots it away. Oh, a nice header there. A whistle. And that'll be a free kick coming for the Vikings. Their last game, a 3-0 loss on the road against Fountain Valley on Monday. These two teams played just 16 days ago. And it was a 4-0 result for the Sailors. Coach Sid and his squad looking for a similar result on the pitch this afternoon. Manriquez passes it ahead to Perez. Perez splits the defenders. Sailors with possession here on attack. Back to Harner. Harner double teamed. It's knocked away. Gets it up to Deisner. And it's smartly booted out of bounds by Tyler Hyde. Throw in from Harner, trying to get it into Vasquez. Hyde disrupts it. Deisner's there. It's booted away by Marina. Del Villar changing the point of attack over to the far side of the field. That's Tyler Kelly, one of the captains, ahead with the left leg. Can't get it through, but it ends up on the feet of Caceres. Long-range shot just to the right of the uprights. No good if it were a field goal in American football. It's out of bounds and a goal kick coming for Gareth Keeler, the Vikings' senior goalkeeper. With a nice flowing ponytail, he'll kick it away. Laser shot ends up off the foot of Del Villar. And the Sailors are going to dial up the pressure for a second. This is a team that can be scored on and should be scored on regularly through 13 games. The Vikings have given up 39 goals. Vasquez almost with a beautiful touch there, just outside the box. Caceres traps it. He's going to kick it ahead. Long-range shot. Keeler's there. And Keeler kicks it right in front of his team's bench. Out of bounds. Throw in coming for Newport Harbor. Scoreless here in the first 10 minutes. Between Newport Harbor Sailors and the Marina Vikings, making the trip from North Huntington Beach. Throw in from Kelly, out of bounds. It goes. Possession Newport Harbor. Your attackers for the Sailors right now: Vasquez, Deisner, Caceres, and Perez. That's Deisner trying to get it into Vasquez. Counter-attack from Marina, chipped ahead. Great challenge by the captain, Tyler Kelly, to prevent a better opportunity. Oh, a slide tackle there. Kelly hits the deck. It's out of bounds. Throw in coming for Damian Mendoza. Wearing number 9, tracking the ball down on the track, and the Marina Vikings will get ready to throw this in. Good opportunity here for them. Rodas stops that one. Kelly tries to kick it ahead. Here comes Del Villar. Sailors with an opportunity. It's just a little behind. Vasquez, can Harner track it down? No. Throw in here for Marina. The ball went out of bounds. That is Tyler Hyde. Gets it in, gets it back. Marina trying to pick their way up the field. Sailors challenging Harner. Gets a touch. Here's Del Villar. Can't get it quite through to Deisner. Marina trying to trigger something on attack. Alvarez way out of the goal. And Manriquez heads to the corner. Gets it back to Alvarez. Oh, now Alvarez got to get back in the goal quickly. And you hear Coach Nacho down there on the sideline urging, pleading for his Sailors to wake up. They look a little sleepy, and like I said, Marina's having a tough year. 1-12 on the season, only one win. Winless in the Wave League, 0-4. But you don't want to sleep on a team like that. You don't want to wake up in the second half and be trailing by a goal or be tied up. Oh, collision there. Perez hits the deck, no whistle. He was sandwiched. And it'll be a goal kick for Gareth Keeler, the senior goalkeeper for Marina. Still scoreless, 12 minutes into this game. Stay tuned on TarTV. Tonight, 7 o'clock tip from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Sailors taking on the Huntington Beach Oilers in boys basketball. Should be a great league matchup there. Levi Darrow has been a pleasure to watch on the hardwood for the Sailors. Harner traps that on the near touch line and sprinting over to pick his pocket, Adrian Arredondo. Here's Del Villar. Point of attack changed to the far touch line. Tyler Kelly trying to get a through ball inside. Caceres with it. Back to Manriquez. Sailors working it around now. Del Villar. Oh, splits the defenders. He's tripped up. No whistle. Play on, says the official. It ends up back on the feet of Alvarez, and the Sailors will try again. Deisner. Del Villar through ball. Vasquez streaking towards the goal. Good look for Vasquez. A nice touch inside. Couldn't get all the mustard on it that he wanted. Keeler scoops it up. The best look of the day for the Sailors from Anthony Vasquez. Still 0-0 early in this game, but a nice touch inside for Vasquez. Sailors now want to run it back. Del Villar tripped up, no whistle. Looks like he got caught on the ankle, no call from the official. Here comes the Marina Vikings. Del Villar ends up with it again. Marina unable to penetrate that Sailors back line. Oh, nice move. Caceres dancing ahead. Harner is headed out by Livingston. Marina will try something the other way. Good look there, little too strong. That was Steele, the intended target. Now pass, Harner can't get there. Caceres, a powerful kick. Little too strong for Harner. Oh, good challenge there by Tyler Kelly. He'll save it. Great defense. It ends up in the possession of Del Villar. Now Caceres. Manriquez. This time Harner is right in the right position. He'll bring it up for the Sailors. Vasquez had a good look last time, had a nice touch. He gets it back. A chip ahead. Headed out by Livingston. And Rodas will track it down. Back to Kelly. Del Villar. Sailors have numbers. They're waiting to strike. Long-range shot by Caceres. Keeler comes out. Bit of a collision with Perez, and he gets his mitts on it. Another good look for the Sailors there. They've had a few opportunities now, almost halfway through this first half. It's just a matter of time before they strike and blow this game open against the 1-12 Marina Vikings. That's Caceres with it, surveying the field. Gets it over to Harner once again. Sailors loving this near side touchline attack. Oh, a bit too strong. Manriquez to Del Villar. Can Marina trigger a counter attack? Sam Mai. And they get it back to Sumrall. Marina trying to get it across midfield. They've been stuck in their own territory for the majority of this first half. Still a lot of time left in this game. Here comes Marina. Full steam ahead. Luke Lastra on the far side. Good look there. Alvarez has to come out. Harner helps him out. And Rodas strips it away. He has it. Dancing. Changes the point of attack to the near side touchline over to Harner. Up ahead to Caceres. And here come the Sailors. Caceres dancing with it. Deisner. Harner. Coach Nacho barks out orders. Manriquez. Del Villar. Del Villar trying to get it through to Vasquez. Oh, a good look inside. Keeler again comes out. That was Brian Perez streaking towards the goal. Perez and Vasquez, the closest men in the area for the Sailors and the Navy kits. They can't quite get there. Marina will try to bring it down the other way. Sailors have had looks here early. Manriquez gets his foot on it. Del Villar strips it away. Tyler Kelly stops it with his chest on the far touchline. A left-footed shot ahead. A chip stopped by Livingston. Vasquez challenging. Here comes Marina. Harner cleans it up once again. He's been tested so many times this season, has come up strong. Del Villar streaking down the middle of the field, changes the point of attack to Vasquez. That one's picked off by Sam May. And Marina takes possession. And that is offsides. Saw the flag go up. Steven Provenzino on the far side of the field, just a few steps too quick. He'll be whistled for the offsides call, still 0-0. 3 games remaining on the schedule for the Sailors, 2 of them at home. That includes today. We'll be back on Monday. The Laguna Beach Breakers will be here in the friendly confines of Davidson Field for the last home game of the season for Newport Harbor, and then Sailors will wrap things up on the road just down Highway 1 in Surf City, taking on the league-leading Huntington Beach Oilers that blanked the Sailors 1-0. Last week we had that game for you on TarTV. Vasquez, a nice touch there, cleared out by Marina. Del Villar can't stop it. Caceres does, a whistle. That'll be a foul against Del Villar, and a free kick forthcoming for the Marina Vikings, as we see some substitutions warming up on the sideline for the Sailors. Nico Weber, Jason Hernandez, Grant Cairns, and Danny Geary getting warmed up, getting ready to check in for Newport Harbor. Marina with possession around midfield. Mendoza lost the ball for a second. Vikings get it back. Livingston near touchline. Oh, nice pressure. A good challenge there. Vasquez sliding. The point of attack changed to the far side of the field. Brian Perez with a long-range shot. Keeler is there looking like a catcher in baseball. He fields that one and he throws it ahead. Perez testing the rocket launcher. Sailors, you can just feel it's a certain air of inevitability for when they will strike. Manriquez with the challenge and the tackle. Now Caceres will bring it up. Harner streaking down the sideline. He goes middle of the field to Del Villar. Manriquez now, long range. Pass. Stopped by Rodas. Back to Kelly. And Del Villar has it. 50 yards out. Caceres. He can dance. He can move with the ball on his feet. Manriquez. Far side of the field. The header from Perez. A collision. Marina now just playing keep away. They lost track of the ball there. Throw incoming. Harner sprinting towards it. Sailors have a bit of momentum. The Tides in their favor as they look to score the 40th goal this season against the Marina Vikings. Deisner trying to get it to Vasquez. It's kicked away. Vasquez turning on the Jets in the corner. Can he save it? It's kicked out of bounds by Marina. Throw in coming near the corner on the near side of the field. Harner will throw it in. Vasquez, the closest Sailor in the vicinity. Then he's got Deisner straight away. He gets it up to Brian Perez. Back to Del Villar. Long-range shot from Del Villar just over the top crossbar. Off the right foot. Letting it fly. Several shots on goal here in this opening half for the Sailors. Gareth Keeler, number 20 with the ponytail for Marina, is being tested early in this game. So far unscathed. It's only, though, a matter of time. Whole bunch of subs on the sideline for the Sailors. Harner, Deisner, and Vasquez will check out, along with Rodas and Perez. And checking in for the Sailors, Jason Hernandez, Grant Cairns, Nico Weber, and Danny Geary. So Coach Nacho playing a lot of guys this afternoon. A lot of subs. Haven't seen one of the captains, Dominic Crane, in the game today, number 4, remaining on the bench. I know he's gotten a few yellow cards over the last few games, maybe enough to trigger a suspension. Alvarez way out of goal. 35 yards out of goal, comes out. Oh, that one's kicked ahead by Weber. A nice touch. Booted out of bounds by Marina. Weber comes into the game quickly, makes his presence felt, tapping it ahead with his right foot. And a nice touch there outside the box, out of bounds it'll go. Throw in coming for the Sailors on the far side of the field. A lot of action in this area, a lot of action on this side of the pitch in the first half this afternoon. Throw-in is picked off by Marina. Oh, what a challenge there. Lucas Caceres. He put the Marina midfielder on his back. Joseph Wagenblast was blasted by Caceres. Ended up on the turf, and then Wagenblast's going to get whistled for a foul himself. So a free kick coming for Caceres. A beautiful challenge, an amazing tackle. And he ends up with possession. 36 yards out from goal. And the Sailors with another great opportunity here for a touch in and around the box. Caceres ahead, shot, gets through the line. Keeler bobbles it, throws a bit of a jab, and Del Villar's back, no whistle. He'll kick it ahead. Let's see how quickly the Sailors can bring it down again. Miles Franey stops it. Grant Cairns now through to Del Villar. Del Villar sprinting, streaking, stopping. Oh, what a move. Dancing with it. Pass, gets through. We'll have a shot here. It's off the fingertips. Off the fingertips of Keeler from Danny Geary. Oh my goodness, no whistle? And now I think we got a late whistle over there. We're playing soccer, not hockey out here. Nico Weber got checked to the ground. Ended up on his back. Sailors have possession regardless, so throw-in coming on the far side of the field. Game starting to get a little physical. Perhaps sensing the frustration from Marina, although it's still 0-0. And for a team that's coming in 1-12 on the season, I don't want to give away moral victories, but you got to feel good hanging tough in this game. The defense has been there. They've had a few looks. Sailors need to capitalize. Sailors have had great looks. They haven't put one in the back of the net yet. Can they touch the twine before halftime? Nice challenge there. and a takeaway. Now it's chipped ahead by Caceres. Geary sprinting towards it. Keeler comes out and scoops it up. So another great opportunity. Some moments of hope from the Sailors there. They'll have it around midfield. Here comes Marina. Pass gets through. Sailors double team. It rolls out of bounds. Possession Newport Harbor on the far side of the field. I believe that's Tyler Kelly throwing it in. He gets it back. Now Del VR with a touch. Dribbles it forward. Pass a little bit behind Hernandez. He'll stop it. And work it back to Del VR straight away. Bit of a miscommunication there. Nico Weber. I don't think he was the intended target. Now a through ball. A good look for Marina. And the Sailors defense holds. Tyler Kelly comes away with it. Oh, and he slides down. Nice challenge. Kelly right back up with it. The slide, the steal, the challenge, the takeaway. Can Danny Geary get there? He's trying to chase it down in the corner. It rolls out of bounds. Goal kick coming for Gareth Keeler. Sailors putting on a show in a variety of ways this afternoon. Just haven't been able to capitalize yet. Haven't been able to put the ball in the back of the goal past senior goalkeeper Gareth Keeler. But some good looks in this first half for Newport Harbor. As Keeler will take the goal kick for Marina. 0-0. 13 minutes until halftime. Nico Weber, the closest defender there. Vikings trying to work it down the far touchline. Sailors come away with it. Kelly gets the takeaway. Now Caceres brings it ahead. Geary. Oh, streaking towards the box. Keeler scoops it up. They'll kick it away again. Kelly boots it. And Keeler tracks it down. Playing volleyball here. Back and forth between the Sailors' back line and the Marina goalkeeper. Sailors have had numerous looks, a multitude of opportunities in this first half. Keeler taking his sweet time. Some sort of strategy, I assume, but still 12 minutes left in the first half. Nate Simmons. Excuse me, that was Miles Franey who got his head on it. Now Hernandez. Back to Franey. Del VR, nice move. Over to the wing. That's Tyler Kelly. Passes it through. And Keeler streaks in and plucks that ball out of the air. Like a wide receiver, pulls it down, and he's been busy. Gareth Keeler staying active in this game. Several shots on goal, several good looks and touches inside for Newport Harbor. Manriquez, Hernandez right in front of his team's bench. Caceres now. Got it up to Geary. Geary lost the handle, and Fountain Valley will get it back. Sam Mai fighting for it. Del VR comes up with it. Mai with a nice challenge and a takeaway. Possession. Marina, Mai trying to single-handedly go coast to coast. Manriquez takes it away. Kicks it a little too far for Jason Hernandez. Possession. Marina, throw in for Tyler Hyde. Back to Summerall. Livingston. Tyler Kelly cleans that one up for the Sailors. Alvarez now having to work. Talked about Gareth Keeler having to work hard. Alvarez dancing with it. Challenge there by Seth Cooney. And here's an opportunity, a free kick coming for the Marina Vikings. Ball just across, just to the right of midfield. And it'll be Livingston ready to boot it away. Summerall standing just to his left. A laser by Livingston. A good look here for Marina. And a shot with way too much power, way too much height. A high arcing shot through the football uprights. The American football uprights there by David Hallworth. Alvarez will jog over and get ready for another goal kick for the Sailors. Single digits on the clock here in the first half. In this Sunset Conference game between your Newport Harbor Sailors and the Marina Vikings. Manriquez. Caceres gets a foot on it. Intended for Geary. Now takeaway booted downfield by Hallworth. Alvarez sprinting towards it and goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Sailors here on the near side of the field. It was a mad dash to the ball between Brian Alvarez and Seth Cooney. Alvarez got there first, and Hernandez throws it in. Caceres kicks it ahead. That's Nico Weber with it. Back to Franey. Kelly. Past the Marina bench. Gets it up to Cairns. Weber dancing. Pocket is picked. Possession now briefly for the Marina Vikings. Not for too long. Jason Hernandez will boot it away with a left foot for the Sailors. Trying to get it in the vicinity of Grant Cairns. Weber comes down with it. Pushes it back to Kelly. 50-50 balls now in that middle section of the field. Back and forth. Marina, Sam May with possession. Pocket is picked by Nico Del Villar. He's coming the other way. Middle of the field, Weber has it. Tries to get it to Jason Hernandez. Can't quite get there. And now a good opportunity for Marina. Manriquez has to boot it out. Keeping Seth Cooney from going one-on-one with the Sailors goalkeeper, Brian Alvarez. Good defensive play by Manriquez. And the Sailors need to wake up, sleepwalking a bit at times in this first half. 0-0. A bevy of opportunities for Newport Harbor. Unable to put the punctuation mark of any of these opportunities in the box. Deep in Marina territory, and a throw in for the Vikings with 7 minutes to go in this first half. They throw it in, trying to get it to Cooney. Multitude of headers, and finally Manriquez gets his left foot on it. That's Summerall. Back to Keeler. Keeler surveys the field and chips that one up. Nice header there by Caceres, trying to get it up to Geary. It's Caceres and Geary in the area once again. A nice challenge, a beautiful tackle by Caceres. He's had a few of those today. And again, Jason Hernandez will get things going for the Sailors right in front of Newport Harbor's bench. Back to Manriquez. Right-legged kick. Bit too high for Weber. Now he gets his foot on it. Tyler Kelly, the captain. Back to Cairns. Caceres. Manriquez chips it up. That's Hallworth in there for Marina. Up to Cooney. Cooney fighting for it. Del Villar comes away with possession. A nice challenge, and Del Villar gets it back from Weber. Now Del Villar dancing. Oh, and he's tripped up. A good challenge. A nice tackle there to prevent what was about to be a beautiful shot attempt. A nice look. The potential for a lovely goal from Del Villar. Summerall with the challenge. Preventing us from seeing that. Taking away a great opportunity for the Sailors. And now Manriquez has it for Newport Harbor. Back up to Del Villar. Del Villar around midfield. Back to Cairns. Caceres. Great use of the body to get it up to Hernandez. Spinning. Out of bounds. Nope. Saved. Hernandez gets it back. Over to Geary. Changing the point of attack. Cairns gets his head on it, or correct. Yep, that was Cairns. He got his head on it, but he couldn't connect. He couldn't point the ball where he wanted it to go. And Gareth Keeler definitely making his money, definitely earning his pay in the cage, working the cage like a zookeeper this afternoon, at least in this first half for Marina. He's got this thing at 0-0. It's not for a lack of opportunities for the Sailors. They've had a lot of good looks. Del Villar, Vasquez, Geary. A lot of guys getting shots on goal. Newport Harbor unable to capitalize. More possession here for them. That's Cairns on the far side of the field. Crosses it to the middle, and it's cleared out once again. Kelly, high arcing header. No one can track it down. It'll be a throw-in coming for the Sailors. Mendoza boots it out of bounds for Marina to prevent further damage. It goes beyond the track, rolls over almost to the boundary fence here at Davidson on the far side. And Kelly will jog over and get ready to throw it in. Final 4 minutes. With the first half still scoreless between the Sailors and the Vikings. Long-range throw from Kelly. Gets it back with a left foot. Goes through everyone and ends up in the paws of Gareth Keeler. He's going to roll it over to Livingston. Kelly again clears it out right in front of the Marina bench. The Vikings unable to get penetration. Sailors living, setting up shop. Working deep in Marina territory all afternoon. No goals, still 0-0. But plenty of opportunities for the Sailor. Here comes Del Villar. Through to Weber. And Weber misfires, it rolls out of bounds. Goal kick again for Gareth Keeler. Keeler to Livingston. Challenged by Weber. Weber trying to get it ahead to Wagon Blast. Kelly defending theirs, prevented Wagon Blast from getting many touches today, or especially in the last few minutes. And the Marina throw in. Challenged by Cairns. And the Vikings, Livingston will push it ahead. Trying to clear it through. Hernandez gets his head on it. That's Manriquez. Up to Hernandez, back to Manriquez, back and forth. Sailors working it around. The clock will stop with 2 minutes, and the officials on the field will run the clock for the remainder of the half, plus a little stoppage time. There haven't been many stoppages. Long-range shot by Kelly. It rolls off. It rolls out of bounds. Possession, Newport Harbor. Hernandez will throw it in for the Sailors. We're in the final 2 minutes of the half. Officials down on the field will run the clock on their watch. Can the Sailors touch the twine before the end of stoppage time and break this stalemate? Still 0-0. A lot of opportunities. Too many to talk about. Too many to name for the Sailors. Hernandez gets it back. Pass inside. Cleared out by Marina. That'll be Kelly to track it down for Newport Harbor. He'll boot it ahead, and Keeler will field it on the run, on the hop like a shortstop. He'll scoop it up. And we're still scoreless. Franey. Weber. Now Hernandez. Caceres. A lot of English on that one. It gets through. For a moment there, that would have been an absolutely beautiful goal. Grant Cairns streaking in. And credit to Garrett Keeler. So busy in the goal today. He's going to need some Gatorade. And an orange slice at halftime. Through ball by Del Villar. Geary sprinting towards it. Keeler scoops it up once again. And he'll roll it over to Livingston. Final moments of this opening half. Weber gets his body on it. And it does go out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Franey and the Sailors. Throw in coming for Marina. Final moments before halftime. Throw in goes to Livingston. And that does it. The whistles blow, and we're headed to halftime. 0-0. A lot of opportunities for the Sailors, but no Ball's getting through. No goals in the first half for Newport Harbor. Can they continue the torrid pace of attack in the second half? Can some of those balls find the back of the net? Stay tuned to find out. Just a few minutes for halftime, and then we will be back with second half action here in this Sunset Conference game between your Newport Harbor Sailors and the Marina Vikings. Again, the score 0-0 in the first half. Second half action when we come back. You are watching Newport Harbor Boys Soccer on TarTV. Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford with you here live from Davidson Field. 0-0 in the first half. A myriad of opportunities for Newport Harbor, unable to capitalize. We'll see if that changes here in the second half. Sailors currently ranked number 22 in CIF Southern Section Division I. Talking to head coach Nacho Sid before the game. He said, barring a catastrophe, it's looking good for the Sailors to make the postseason. And it's looking good for them in this game to come away with a win over their Sunset Conference foe, the Marina Vikings. But as good as the Sailors have looked, as good as those opportunities have been, they've been unable to capitalize. Jacob Jerzik in the game now for the Sailors. That's Manriquez with it. Newport Harbor and navy blue, and Marina in white. The Vikings just one win on the year, 1-12. A challenging season for them. That one's chipped right into the Sailors bench, and Vasquez will hand it off to Hernandez, and he's throwing it in for the Sailors. Throws it into Caceres, who's been playing nice today. He's been in his bag with the moves. He slides down there. Wanted to get it through to Vasquez, unable, or excuse me, wanted to get it in, to Vasquez, unable to do so. And Jerzik gets his head on it. The only football crossover player on this team, playing tar ball for head coach Peter Lofthouse, and now starting the second half on the back line for the Sailors. Del Villar with it at midfield. Changes the point of attack to the far sideline. Now in the game for the first time, Dominic Crane sat out the first half. So deadly through ball there. Quickly you see how big of a difference maker Dominic Crane is. He sat out the first half. Not sure why. I know he's picked up a couple yellow cards in the last few games. So he sat out the first half. And starting off this second half, he immediately comes in, makes an impact with that touch. Sailors have it. That's Nate Simmons with it. He takes a tumble, grabbing his right thigh. And another good opportunity for the Sailors forthcoming. A free kick as Simmons took a tumble. Looks like it'll be Caceres to take the free kick for the Sailors. Out on the pitch for Newport Harbor right now, Vasquez, Ramirez, Del Villar, Simmons, and Holden. Holden also in the game for the first time along with Simmons. Caceres, shot, Keeler's there. Gareth Keeler. Man, I don't have his exact stats, but he has a lot of saves in this game. When will the Sailors punch one through? Here come the Vikings on the counterattack. That's Livingston. Sailors dialing up the pressure here. You didn't see the defensive pressure as much in the first half. Simmons comes away with it. Gets it over to Ramirez, now chips it ahead. Holden fighting for it. Simmons traps it, and Marina clears it out. Hyde chipped it up ahead for them. A whistle, and that's a foul against the Sailors. A free kick here for Marina, deep in Newport Harbor territory. Mendoza ended up on the ground for Marina. They will try to kick it ahead. Nice header there by Manriquez. Vasquez gets a touch, and here comes Ramirez. Can he split the double team by the Marina defenders? He doesn't need to. They back off, and he tries to clear it through to Simmons. Simmons so quick, the sophomore trying to get a touch inside. And Marina does come away with possession on the far touchline. You can feel the intensity. You can feel the energy turn up a bit from the Sailors here in the first half. They were sleepwalking through many portions of that opening half. A lot of good looks, unable to capitalize. Let's see if they can find the punctuation mark and the stalemate breaker here in the second half. Nice ball there by Lastra. Trying to split through Vasquez. Manriquez comes up with it. Back over to Vasquez. Now Caceres with it at midfield. Is going to kick it ahead. Simmons streaking down the far touchline, cutting in. They kick it just over his head. Can he corral it in the corner? He almost does. Throws his hands up to the official, implying he was impeded. It will be a throw-in. right in front of the corner, so practically a corner kick forthcoming. Simmons got to expend some energy. That ball has rolled way down, almost all the way to Irvine Avenue, past the pole vault pit. About as far as a ball could roll here at Newport Harbor High School. So the energetic sophomore Nate Simmons, hopefully, didn't expend too much energy there. And in fact, it is a corner, so it's not a throw-in, and Caceres will attempt the corner for Newport Harbor. Their first corner of the afternoon, the first corner of the day. Caceres gets it in. It's headered out. It's stopped by Simmons. And now the counterattack of Marina trying to get going. Hernandez negates that. Jerzyk and Manriquez in the vicinity for the Sailors. Back to Brian Alvarez. That's Jerzyk on the far sideline. Crane. Holden. A great challenge there. Mendoza with a takeaway. Boots it up ahead to Steele. Tomislav Steele. Jerzyk comes down and keeps him away. Now Steele kicks it across the field. It goes out of bounds. A brief moment of an opportunity there for the Marina Vikings. Kicked out of bounds by Steele, and Hernandez will throw it in on the near sideline for Newport Harbor. He does get it into Del Villar. Up ahead to Holden. Didn't play in the first half. Jerzyk pinballs it to Crane. The captain sat out the first half. Not sure if it was a suspension or if he was saving his energy. But an instant difference maker off the bench in this game for Newport Harbor. Hernandez right in front of the Sailors bench, up to Vasquez. He traps it with the left foot and dances ahead for the Sailors. Ramirez chips it up. Simmons is there. It's a little short. Hyde chests it out of bounds. Throw incoming for Dominic Crane and the Newport Harbor Sailors. Looking to break the stalemate. Still 0-0. At Davidson Field, Crane throw-in. Gets it to Simmons, back to Crane. Trio of white shirts in the vicinity. Caceres changes the point of the attack. That's Manriquez, long range, right to Keeler. He could have been wearing cement boots and he would have caught that one. And he will roll it over to Livingston. Caceres with the challenge and the takeaway. Nice challenge there by Lucas Caceres, having himself a game. A lot of touches for him, wearing the team captain armband this afternoon on the far side of the field. That's Crane, kicks it through, long-range shot. Sailors are there. Vasquez can't get the touch he wants, and Marina boots it out. Their counterattacks have been stymied by the Sailors' back line today. Manriquez, once again, comes up strong. Cade Holden. Back to Manriquez. Now, the football player, Jerzyk, trying to get it to Del Villar. Coach Nacho barking out orders. That's Caceres in the middle of the field. Has the shot deflected. Holden dancing. Hernandez fighting. Good challenge there. Hernandez gets it back to Vasquez. The cross. Simmons too high. And Keeler again will track that down and get ready to kick it away. Opportunity after opportunity presenting itself in this game for the Sailors. Unable to touch the twine yet through the first 50 minutes. Final 3 games of the season for Newport Harbor. They're coming off a win on Monday. 2 losses last week, 2-2 in their last 4 games. On Monday, the Sailors blanked the Chargers over at Edison, spoiling Edison's senior night. A great result for Newport Harbor to snap a 2-game losing streak. Hernandez can't track that one down. Throw in here for Marina. That's Lastra, who will throw it in for the Vikings. Vasquez in the vicinity. Holden. Caceres dribbling, kicking. Can Vasquez track it down? It's a little too strong. Oh, great challenge there. But Marina comes up with it. Lastra ahead. Here comes Marina on the attack. Jerzik clears it out. Good defense there. But the Newport Harbor back line holding strong in this game. It's been a shutout for both teams. Can the Sailors break the stalemate? 0-0. Through ball from Caceres. Can't get to Simmons. Holden stops it. Now Crane, dangerous, far side of the field. Cutting towards the goal. Dominic Crane. Oh, wanted to get it into Simmons. It pinballs out. Holden can't challenge, and here comes Marina, the counterattack. Streaking down the field. Hernandez defending and challenging, disrupting. That's Tyler Hyde. Now back to Mendoza. Point of attack change to the near side of the field. Marina coming up. Looking to break the stalemate themselves. Long-range shot sails above the crossbar. Way, way above the crossbar. And Alvarez going to track that one down. A warm, clear spring afternoon on the pitch at Davidson Field. Sailors dropped both their games last week, 1-0 to the Surf League leading Huntington Beach Oilers, then a 1-goal loss on Wednesday over across the bay at CDM, losing that Battle of the Bay game 4-3. They bounce back on Monday with a 2-0 win on the road in Huntington Beach over the Edison Chargers. And they'll wrap up the season with 2 games next week, Monday at home against Laguna Beach, and then ending the season on Wednesday against the team at the top of the Sunset Conference, the Huntington Beach Oilers. So 3 games left. We'll have Monday's game for you on TarTV. We've got Wednesday's game, this afternoon's match here, scoreless in front of us, and the Sailors trying to break the stalemate. Caceres can't quite corral it, and Marina wants to get a touch. They want to get an opportunity, and Manriquez kicks it out. That was Trevor Alou on the near sideline for Marina. Here in the 53rd minute. Scoreless minutes. Carlos Alcantara warming up, stretching a bit on the sidelines. We'll see if he's a substitution soon for the Sailors. Hernandez kicks that one high. It goes off the leg of Lastra, right in front of Vasquez, and Hernandez will throw it again. Trying to get it to Del Villar. Can he thread the needle on the throw-in? Ramirez challenging. It goes out of bounds, and they'll say off the foot of Ramirez. So a throw-in coming here for Newport Harbor's for Marina's Luke Lastra, right next to the Sailors bench. He gets it up to Jason Hernandez for the Sailors, and his header ends up in the possession of the speedy Vasquez. Trying to get it up to Simmons. It's cleared out once again. Every time the Sailors are about to strike, every time the Sailors are sprinting into Marina territory, they complete 2 out of the 3 pieces of the puzzle. They haven't been able to put it in the net. They've had beautiful passes, fast breaks, counterattacks, corners, everything. Just haven't been able to find pay dirt yet, but still 26 minutes to go until full time as Crane has it for the Sailors on the far touchline. Speedy, controlled with the ball on his feet. He loses it there. Simmons in the area for the Sailors. Livingston boots it up for Marina. Right over Vasquez's head. That's Lastra with it. Possession, Newport Harbor. Substitution here. As entering the game for the first time, number 8, the junior, Carlos Alcantara, replacing Alan Ramirez. Hernandez throws it in. Alcantara quickly gets a touch with his chest and passes it over to Del Villar, or past Del Villar to Crane. Jerzyk disrupting there. Crane dances with it. Alcantara chips it up. Simmons in the vicinity. Holden can't get his head on it. Caceres, Simmons, Holden all in the area, and it ends up kicked away by Samuel Gupton. Now Alcantara. He's got Hernandez on the sideline. He kicks it to Hernandez. Back to Alcantara. Tries to split the double team. Vasquez traps it. Keeps it on the ground. Back to Alcantara. They work it back to Jerzyk. He's got Crane and Del Villar right in front of him. He kicks it through both of them. Up to Holden. Holden. A lot of white shirts in the area. Through to Alcantara. Thought about a shot. No. Now he's dancing with it. Has his pocket picked. Can't get it back. Jerzyk comes up. And he boots it away. Vasquez is there. Not offsides. He stops it. Good look here for Vasquez. Back to Hernandez. 35 yards out. Caceres on the near sideline dancing with a right leg. Shot headered out. Saved before it could get to Keeler. Cooper Livingston helping out his goalkeeper a bit there. Nice shot by Caceres. And a corner here for the Sailors. Lucas Caceres, the senior, wearing the captain armband on the near side of the field, will take the corner for the Sailors. Holden gets his body on it, and it goes to the right of the goal, rolls into the long jump pit. Gareth Keeler, who's been busy today, about as active of an afternoon as you'll see a goalkeeper have, walks over and grabs it for Newport Harbor. Right now on the pitch for the Sailors, Vasquez, Alcantara, Holden, and Simmons on attack. Then at midfield, Del Villar, Caceres, Crane, and Hernandez, the back line. Manriquez and Jerzyk, and of course the senior goalkeeper, Brian Alvarez, in goal for the Sailors. Here comes Alcantara. Through ball, trying to get it to Simmons. Kicked away by Marina. Marina playing that bamboo defense this afternoon, bending but not breaking. They have bent, they have not broken. Sailors have unable to strike. Unable to connect. Hernandez traps it. Over to Alcantara. Up ahead, Vasquez with a touch. Near side, Hernandez through. Holden, good look. Can he get it past Keeler? Just to the right of the goal. Kane Holden with a beautiful touch inside in the box. Gareth Keeler was on his heels, but it rolls just to the right of the cage. And another bullet dodged by this Marina back line. Pay that man his money, Gareth Keeler. I'll remember him not just because of his ponytail, but because of how busy he's been in the goal today. There's still 21 minutes and 45 seconds for the Sailors to find pay dirt. They've had so many looks. They've lived. They've bought property deep in the attack zone. They've been unable to capitalize. That Marina back line, challenged, punched in the mouth, and standing in the ring like Rocky Balboa against Apollo Creed, not going down. Can the Sailors connect? Throw in from Crane. Over the head of Holden. Chipped up by Marina. Jerzyk with his long flowing locks gets his head on it. It's trapped by Del Villar. Back to Manriquez. Alvarez now sprints over for the Sailors. The goalkeeper will reset. Manriquez got to track that down and bring it up on the near sideline. He boots it up ahead. Ahead of everyone. Livingston tries to stop it. Vasquez challenges. And a collision. A whistle. And that will be a foul against Manriquez. Free kick coming here for Marina. 55 yards out from the cage. David Hallworth to boot it up for Marina. Long-range shot towards the goal. Oh, beautiful position. So close to a goal. Alvarez stumbling with that. Marina. Nice shot there by Hallworth. Sailors. That would have been just a terrible misfortune if that one had gone in. And it looks like on the sideline, Danny Geary ready to check back in for the Sailors, replacing Anthony Vasquez. Great minutes. Some nice touches from Vasquez. He had a beautiful shot on goal in the first half. And Danny Geary will check back in for the Sailors. The captain, the senior, Dominic Crane, number 4 on the far side of the field, gets ready to throw it in for Newport Harbor. Final 20 minutes of this match. Gets it into Geary right away. Geary with a touch. Now Holden. Trio of white shirts collapsing. And Crane will track it down on the far sideline. Has his pass attempt disrupted. It ends up on the head of Holden. Oh, nice look there by Geary. He's got possession just outside the box. Geary can't come away with it now. Counterattack from Marina. Jerzyk in the vicinity defending. So big. Jacob Jerzyk, the football player, in the pocket is picked by Jason Hernandez, but a whistle and a foul will be called. So a free kick here for Marina. They hurry up to the line. A little too quick, and that's Livingston who will take it. This game closer than I think the Sailors want it to be, or anticipated. Still time to blow this thing open, but 0-0 with 18 minutes to go. You just never know. The Marina Vikings, only 1 win on the season, 12 losses, and they're playing the Sailors, who look to certainly make it into the CIF Southern Section Division I postseason. They're playing them tough here today. Pass there by Del VR, trying to get it through to Simmons. Simmons disrupted. A little shove after the play. Chippy game, physical game. Frustrations arising. Sailors unable to connect on a lot of good looks. And Marina just perhaps frustrated with the way that their season is going. Manrique. Sailors unable to connect. Crane on the far side of the field. He goes straight away up to Alcantara. Back to Del VR. 45 yards out. Hernandez has it on the near touch line. Nice pass there with some English on it. It's stopped by Simmons. Simmons dancing, trying to split the defenders. A good look by Simmons. A shot, and it's right into the hands of Gareth Keeler. Another great look for the Sailors. Sailors unable to connect. Footed shot, and it hooks right into the breadbasket of the goalkeeper, Gareth Keeler. Will the Sailors ever put the punctuation mark, a period, an exclamation point? Something would be nice to finish off this game, to put it away. In the final 20 minutes, 17-15 to go. And the white shirts of the Marina Vikings trigger a counterattack just across midfield. Manriquez, beautiful challenge. A whistle and a foul will be called against Marina. You can hear at Davidson Field the COVID capacity crowd, the sparsely populated stands here. You can hear pretty much everything. Marina fans not happy with that call. Jerzyk boots it ahead. That'll be Hernandez, who traps it with his left foot. Hernandez dancing at the sideline, trying to get it through. He does. What's Hernandez gonna do? He's in the box. Shot! Oh! Caceres slides down. He couldn't connect. It was a great look. Hernandez to Caceres to strike the back of the net, and Caceres ends up on his butt. Sailors unable to connect on a lot of good looks.